What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our TNA Watch Along. Happy 23rd birthday to TNA. Happy Juneteenth. Uh, Thank you all for joining us. As I said in the chat a little bit earlier, Joe will be joining as soon as he can. He has a late evening at work, so we'll have Joe in a little bit. But I will share the preview with you all right now. And as I'm setting that up, I just want to ask, how's everybody doing this evening? We don't have a lot this evening, but looking forward to what we have. It seems like these types of shows, we always get more than we get on the card. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. But here's the preview. Derek saying, I've missed you all. Yeah, we've missed you guys too. Definitely missed you all. It's been a little bit since Joe and I have been on here together. We did have Fireflies Forever on Tuesday. Go check that out. Chris and I had a good time talking about what we've gotten so far with the Wyatts and what we hope to see in the future. We also broke down a very interesting theory out there based on a tweet from Matt Hardy. So go check that out if you don't mind. Give that a listen, drop a like on that video. And speaking of dropping a like, and yeah, I got a little mood music in the background, folks. So I'm trying something a little bit different. But if you don't mind, folks, please drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are glad that you're here. Like I said, Joe normally joins me for these. He will be on as soon as he can, as soon as he gets home from work, which should be maybe about an hour, but we'll see. Maybe not that long, but we'll see. But yeah, hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the family. So yeah, really looking forward to tonight. Based on the card that we have, and let me put that card up real quick. Based on the card that we have, what's your most anticipated match of the night? What are you looking forward to the most? I can tell you, for me, I'm really looking forward to see what happens with this order for Summit. That's what I'm looking forward to tonight. I want to see what happens. I want to see Mustafa Ali get his comeuppance because he's been a bit of a jerk. And I really want to say more than that, but I'm trying to be good. So Brandon says that he's looking forward to Sami Callihan and Eric Young. It's another good one. Another one that should be a lot of fun this evening. Those two always bring it. So what's up, everybody? Guess I'll finally get on screen here. Let's see. Let's welcome everybody in the chat. Let me shout some folks out. Clown, Hassan, Derek, Dylan, Barry Monkey, Terrence, John G, James Chadwick, Arthur, Peyton Samuel saying happy 23rd birthday, TNA. Brandon, Sean Rousset, what's up? Hopefully everyone is doing okay this evening. Brandon saying, yeah, I said that one. James Chadwick, does Brian Myers turn on the system and tag with Cardona? That is an interesting theory there, and I think anything could happen. That's what I'll say. And I would not be surprised if that happened. That's a good call there, James. Dylan saying, I'm looking forward to Cardona and Mystery Partner versus the System. John G, Matt Cardona and TBA versus the System. Brandon, who is Cardona's Mystery Partner? Chelsea. Chelsea Green. Let's see. Hornswoggle. It's another one. Although that might not be too far-fetched. Derek saying, what did Devon Dudley tell Bubba Ray in the strip club? Oh, boy. Oh, my brother. I hope you guys can hear that. It's not very loud on my end. Hopefully you can hear the giggity. That's hilarious, and that deserves another one. There you go. That's hilarious. James saying, "Wow, that would be wild." John G saying Shane. Okay, so the McMahon family. That would be interesting. Very interesting. Barry Monkey, I'm not sure if TNA knows what to do with Lei Ying Lee. Seems to be chucked into random matches with no real stuff. I don't disagree with that. There are quite a few people that fit that same mold there. They have a couple people that it just seems like they don't know what to do with them, or we don't know where they are. Hopefully they figure that out soon. James saying maybe someone from NXT. Who would you pick, James, if it would be someone from NXT? Who would it be for you? James gets the pencil for the evening. It's going to be Tommy Invisible? I'm trying to think of who I'd like for it to be. I mean, I love the idea of having Myers turn and join up with him. But yeah, that's it. That's an interesting. It's an interesting question. I'm trying to figure out who I'd like to see return. Maybe someone debuting. Do they do the Dijak thing now? Is it Baron Corbin? I mean, who could it be? There's a couple people, I think. But yeah, should be interesting. All right, so this is a little early, but I'm going to do it now because I'll forget to do it later. What did you guys have today? What was on your menu? What did you have to eat? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, doesn't matter. Let us know what you got. Zach, what's up? Saying happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth indeed. And I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say this, but if you don't know what Juneteenth is, please go do some research. And I'll leave it at that. Bolognese pasta bake, says James. Turkey burger and sweet potato fries, says Brandon. That sounds pretty good. Wouldn't mind that. Meatloaf. Sounds good. Well, let's see what else we got here. Tuna sub from Jersey Mike's. Man, I got a Jersey Mike's story, and it's not a good one. They are not on my good list today. Best tuna sub you can buy. Yeah, they are good. I prefer theirs over Subway. So yeah. Happy Juneteenth and happy last day of spring. That's right. And I gotta shout something else out too. My son is going to be in the double digits on Tuesday. My son is turning 10 years old. Time really flies. I mean, it's wild. I remember seeing him for the very first time, his head full of hair and his screaming little face. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to celebrating with him this weekend and spending some time with him. Yeah, James, I know, man. Like when we started this thing, my kids were little, and man, they're growing up. So yeah, my kids were. Let's see, I think JJ was maybe just turning 5 when we started this thing. So this is wild, but yeah, yeah, happy birthday, buddy. Let's see, happy Juneteenth, says Terrence. Happy 23rd birthday, TNA. Barry Monkey, it was too hot to cook, so I had canned salmon on sandwiches. That I love salmon. Any way I can get it, I love it. Chili dogs, okay. Chili hot dogs, says Terrence. Bagel bites and an energy drink. What kind of energy drink? What's your favorite one, Brandon? What do I think about Gunther versus Goldberg? I say let's just get it over with. That's where I'm at. I think we all kind of knew it was coming at some point. We just didn't know when. Now we know when. I really do not want to see. I really do want to see them not give Goldberg the title. I want to see Goldberg put Gunther over, or I think my prediction would be Gunther. Maybe they do it. Maybe they have Goldberg beat Gunther, which I think would be a huge mistake. But maybe whoever wins will get cashed in on. That's my prediction. James, I'm not ready for that, man. Like I said, man, I know I've seen this kid, known this kid since he's taken his first breath, and some of the conversations we've had about other things in life, like he's far away from that. So I need to keep it that way. All right, the show is starting. Hassan says I chose the Revival on Sci-Fi. Okay. Jason David, I'm doing good, man. Hopefully you are. Hopefully you're doing well. Hi, Andrea. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but hello. Brandon, since Evolution is coming back, maybe we get a TNA match. I hope so. I hope they involve some of the Knockouts division. So, John, what's up? I believe Goldberg will lose to Gunther. I certainly hope so. Excuse me. What's up, Chris? Hey, John, I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, James, he's not ready. He's not ready for all that. So, what, Derek? Have Goldberg win and then have Seth cash in on him and win the title? That would be too funny. It would be hilarious. And then it's happening in Atlanta, so you know that's Goldberg's place. So, pulled pork, kettle chips, and black raspberry sparkling ice drink. That sounds good. Oh, okay. I got you, Derek. I got you. I'll send it to you. I got some others that I'll send you as well. So, but we're getting started here. Getting the intro to the show, and James, I believe, shared with me that they're creating a free tier of the TNA Plus app. Let me know if you can share that link again, James. Bonus, baby, what's up? So I actually missed the first bit of Against All Odds and didn't see it until a couple of days later. I cracked up at the Hometown Man deal. I hope they keep this up in every town they go in. Yeah, I hope so too. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Andrea saying, what do you think of the King? I like it. I like it. I'm glad that Asuka's back. Um, I think it's very interesting. I'm interested to see what happens on the men's side, just because I want to see who's next for Cena. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been pretty good. Sean saying orange chicken and bourbon chicken for dinner. That is good stuff. Boomers, what's up? Burger with Swiss cheese and mushrooms with French fries, says John Kessler. That one of my favorite types of burgers, underrated. I love mushrooms. Derek is in his bag tonight. Derek, listen, Derek don't miss. Derek does not miss. You can count on Derek. Uh, Brandon, I don't know if anyone remembers Winter from TNA, but her theme song was awesome. Melissa, hey, it's all good. We're just getting started. You're not late. You're right on time. Andrea, I had 2 bacon cheeseburger meals with French fries and a large Coke. Burger King for lunch today. That sounds good. I had a sub from an Italian deli. They do everything. They do it, and it's a butcher shop, so it's awesome. Uh, Cardona, so uh, good stuff. Terrence saying Liv Morgan is out for 6 months allegedly. Man, that's the thing. I was saying this to somebody. I think it might have even been Derek, but things that people think are routine are not routine, and anything can happen at any given moment. And I feel really bad for Liv because she's been killing it, and I hope I wish her a speedy recovery. But those things happen, and that was something that looked like she's done it 1,000 times, but that shoulder just, I don't know if it was a shoulder or it looked like the issue was with the shoulder. We're getting Sami Callihan against Eric Young to start the show, by the way. I've been yapping over here. Let me get the graphic up. But here we go. The bell has not rang yet, and Sami has a chair, and Eric Young stopped him from using that chair. Now Eric Young is putting Sami Callihan's arm and hand on those steel steps. Swing and a miss by Eric Young, and he could feel the vibration, we'll say. Jason saying, how do you want to know something? It's time for TNA Impact Wrestling. I hope you're doing well. I'm a big fan of Alicia Edwards. I think she is such an underrated wrestler. I think she's an underrated talent. I mean, I know we give her grief about, her promos and, all the things and how she can be annoying, but that's what she's supposed to do as a heel. And she does that perfectly. And she's always been super talented. I've always been a fan of hers as well. John saying, yes, TNA has a free tier now. I sign up for it. When you sign up for it, you can stream tomorrow night's tapings. Oh, okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Did you see the DLC pack for WWE 2K25? I have not. I have not seen it. Derek Quagmire Fleming. He is Quagmire. I mean, I should just name the giggity button on my soundboard Derek. That's it. I just should. Tonight for dinner I had mac and cheese and hot dogs and old school childhood staple. Absolutely. I remember eating that. And then Franken beans, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Beanies and weenies. Hot dogs and baked beans, or whatever kind of beans. And all you idiots blaming Kyrie saying need to F off. I agree there. It's nobody's fault. Stuff like that happens. Like it's nobody's fault. James, I saw a report earlier saying that Gail Kim was backstage at NXT this week. That would be tremendous for NXT because she could get them prepared for that main roster and add another level of training to a really incredible division. Yeah, that would be awesome. Dom needs to feed Liv plenty of chicken tenders on her recovery for the next 6 months. You need to watch out for Dom trying to holler at Roxanne first. Hassan going for Sami. Hockey is over. Yeah. The Panthers won again, right? I believe the Stanley Cup. Zach saying happy Juneteenth. Dead man, what's up? Saying, are they ever going to get Trick Williams on TNA Way? He's going to be on tonight. He's going to be on tonight. He's going to be in the Champions Challenge match, which that's going to be a lot of fun. You got Trick Williams, Steve Macklin, and the Nimitz going up against Joe Hendry, Elijah, Leon Slater, and the Rascals. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, Game 6 of the NBA Finals tonight. Let's see what happens in that series. If it's time for OKC to get that ring, and I think that's the start of a new dynasty. I think the same thing for the Indiana Pacers. Both teams are incredible. Got a lot of young talent, so should be a lot of fun for years to come. James saying sucks for Liz getting injured this close to Evolution. I agree, man, because I think they were going to do something special with her. Dead man saying it's about time. Eric Young is in a little bit of pain right now on that top turnbuckle. Things didn't quite go his way. Keep Dom away from Stephanie. Yeah. Dom is really Mr. Steal Your Girl. I mean, I don't get it, but you know, he's got swag apparently. Or as the kids say, Riz. I'm way too old to be saying that. But punch from Sami Callihan to Eric Young as Eric Young was jumping off that top rope, and Eric Young is just great. He's always great. Selling his behind off. Brandon saying, should we call Dom the ladies man? I don't know. He the ladies love him, man. We should call him LL Dom. LL Dom. Ladies love Dom. Hey, James. I see. Now you know what? That comment deserves it too. Because I know where you're going, but thank you for cleaning it up. Don said he got that money. That's what we'll go with. I mean, they bring him chicken nuggets and it's love at first sight. Every time. Chicken tendies, man. Eric Young off the top rope with that elbow. Cover here. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out there at the last second by Sami Callihan. Eric Young has lost it. He's about to hit the referee, and she's saying, you got a 2 count, dude. Calm down. Relax. Now he's going after commentary. He has lost his freaking mind. Northern Armory out there with him. Fan is like, I'm going to hit you with a water bottle. I wouldn't do that. Hannafin saying somebody's got to control him. He has lost his mind. Now he's back in the ring. Oh, Sami with a handful of Eric Young's man bits, we'll say. Stunner. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Eric Young at 2. I don't know, James. I gotta look that up. Let me see real quick. Yeah, Sami had a handful of the twig and berries. Yeah. And man, that was rough. Let's see here. Slammiversary. There's a live episode the 24th, James, July 24th. Eric Young trying to get Sami up for the pile driver. Might be over. 1, 2, 3. Eric Young with the win. I got to get back to that comment because that's a early lead in the clubhouse for a comment of night. Clown saying he was just checking to see if he had the testicular fortitude to go on. Early lead comment of the night. John Kessler, EY is threatening everyone in the audience, the referee, the announcer. Yeah, everybody. He lost his mind there for a second. He lost it. James saying, so Thursday after Slammiversary. Yeah. Episode right after Slammiversary. That should be a good one. So the aforementioned challenger team is with Gia Miller. Backstage, James is rating tonight's show a 10 out of 10 just based on Gia's appearance alone. It's a good show for him, so he's happy now. Joe Hendry talking about Trick Williams and what he learns. He said he believes in this all-star team. Elijah is saying he won't be fooled again. Leon Slater. I saw a post, and I wanted to ask this. It's kind of the question of the night. The post said that Leon Slater is the future. I'm not convinced he's not the present. What do you think? Do you think Leon Slater has arrived, or you think he's got a little bit longer before he's officially arrived? That's my question of the night. Derek. Brandon saying Cena going nuts last week was funny. Brandon saying, with Liv gone for 6 months, what do you think WWE should do other than stripping the champs, put the titles on hold? I mean, I think give another team a chance, maybe even do a tournament and have the winner have the final match be at Evolution. Maybe something like that. So that's what I would do. I would do a tournament and give some other team. It'll give them an opportunity to reestablish the women's tag team because I really think they need to do a better job with that. We need more teams, and you've got a lot of talent not doing a whole lot. So why not give them an opportunity to have some time and showcase their talents? James saying, imagine if the Deathmatch King gets the Deathmatch Guy as his tag team partner in DK all effing day. Do you think Leon wins the X Division Championship? I do. I actually do, and that's another reason I asked that question. Brandon saying a little bit longer, which I completely respect. I think his time, not to be cheesy and full of Cena, but I think his time is now. And I do think that he's going to win at Slammiversary. I don't know how, but I think he will win because I think he's so undeniable, and hopefully, and I'm going to be a little bit critical of TNA. Hopefully they've learned their lesson from Joe Hendry. While I really enjoyed his title run, I felt like it was maybe 6 months too late. But still, I enjoyed his title run. But I just feel like, maybe they learned that lesson and they're gonna take advantage of the hype around Leon and really give him a push. That's my opinion. James, can't wait to find out who is always on the phone with Ty. Yeah, I same thing. I want to know who's on the phone with her. I can see Leon winning as well. This way, Moose gets back in the world championship picture. Yeah, I think how they do it is key because I think a clean loss in effect hurts Moose a little bit. So I think it's all key in how they do it. Maybe some good guy shenanigans or things break down, or you get something just off the wall and he gets a quick roll up or something. But something to protect Moose so that if that is the direction that they go, it doesn't hurt him. And it's not like, well, he just lost to Leon Slater. Why does it make any sense that he's going to be remotely a threat in the world title picture? What's up, Conrad? How you doing, man? Damn, man, who's going to take the TNA world title away from Trick Williams? Any guesses, any thoughts? That's another great question. So, folks in the chat, answer Dead Man's question. Who's going to take the TNA title back? I'm gonna say that you're gonna get like a 5-way or a King of the Mountain or something like that at Slammiversary, and I mean at that point all bets are off. And don't forget about Frankie Kazarian. I'll throw that out there. Mike Santana is taking the TNA title back home eventually. I think if I had to pick right now, I'd say Santana's the one. But if they want to pull some shenanigans, you got to think about Frankie too, because he's still got that gauntlet and he's got to use it at some point. I'm doing well, Conrad. Hope you are. Really interested to see what we get here because I'll be honest, I have not been a fan of seeing Mustafa Ali push Tasha Steelz around, so I hope he either gets some comeuppance or I don't know. Hopefully something happens. Jason saying, is this where we get more clues or the reveal? I hope so. I don't know that we get the reveal. I hope we do. But I think we at the very least get more clues. Love it to be Mance Warner that takes the title back. That would be awesome too. Ali calling Tasha Steelz into the ring. I am cringing at this already. He says, Order 4 is giving her everything she could possibly want. Money, expensive clothing. She looks incredible. Got her an opportunity to go at the #1 contendership of the Knockouts World title. Hey, Deanna. I hope you're feeling well. Oh, now he's criticizing her. He's saying she's been distracted and you've been lying. I know that you've been calling him. Wow, Ali saying, shut up when I'm talking to the crowd. Now he wants to see her phone, yelling at her to give him her phone. John saying he's feeling uncomfortable with the segment. I want to know who this him is. Saying she talked to him today. Yeah, The Elegance brand has the tag titles right now, dead man. Ali saying, don't you ever talk to him again. He's saying he needs her to apologize. And she said, are you serious? He said, apologize to me for lying and do it now. He is holding out the microphone for her. Tasha apologized. He says he accepts her apology. Now get out of my ring. Now he's calling in Jason Hotch. He's saying he's brave, he's bold, and he's also the biggest idiot that he's met in his life. He said he had the audacity to step up to him and challenge his leadership. What the heck was he thinking? He says, please enlighten me. Jason Hotch with the microphone. He said he did what any man would have done when you laid your hands on Tasha Steelz. He said his wife and his daughter were in the stands watching. What did you expect him to do? He said, if you want to lay your hands on a woman, he'll be the first one to get in his face. Ali asked him who pays the mortgage where his beautiful wife sleeps. Who pays for the baby formula for his precious daughter? Oh boy. He said, it's not you. It's me. Hotch is getting a little heated right now. He said there's only one man standing in the ring right now. He ain't you. He's making Hotch apologize now. Let's see if Hotch does the same. He wants him to apologize on behalf of his wife and daughter. Wow. Ali said, I'm waiting, Mr. Hotch. Very begrudgingly, Jason Hotch apologized. Ali says he accepts his apology. Now get out of my ring. John Schuyler is now getting in the ring. Whoa, John Schuyler rips the microphone from Ali. Yeah, it is, James. That's why I'm happy that John Schuyler is taking the microphone right now. He said, you're supposed to be a leader. We believed in you. Schuyler saying, let's talk about the consequences of your actions, sir. You put your hands on Tasha. You tried to injure Jason Hotch. Schuyler reminding him that he also has a family at home, that Ali has a family at home, and he says that Hotch and Tasha Steelz are his family. He says there's no order here right now, just pure chaos. Do you have a heart or do you not have a soul? He says right now it looks like order one because right now you're looking like a real jackass. Ali steps closer to him. This probably won't be a good ending. He says, need I remind you who the hell you're talking to? He says, I don't have a heart or a soul, but I have a mission. He wants to make order for the strongest organization in TNA. He says right now he's looking at the weakest link in order for. He's telling Skyler he needs to apologize. Telling him to get on his hands and knees and apologize. Wow. I hope he tells him where he can take that microphone and shove it. John Skyler getting down, and he faked like he was getting down, and then he yelled in the microphone and said no. Now Ali is pushing him. John Skyler pushes him back. Ali is pissed. Now he's getting out of the ring. Jason Hotch and Tasha Steelz joining him now in the ring. Ali telling John Skyler he just made the biggest mistake of his life. Actions have consequences, and there will be consequences. John Skyler and Ali in a match next week. A call to arms match. Wow. Hannafin asking the question that I wanted to ask, what the hell does that mean? I would concur with that. Wow. Vignette here for Killer Kelly, who has returned. She says she wasn't hiding. She was healing. Healing from many things, including Masha. MK Ultra. Wow. I'm going to play a preemptive giggity for some of y'all because I already know. That's just a preemptive giggity because I can only imagine the comments in a couple minutes. So. Saying funny how time changes people. Now it's her turn to take what means the most to her. She's coming after Masha. She wants that TNA Knockouts title. Wow. That should be good. Do we get that at Slammiversary? Yeah, we'll hear from Santino this evening. They're talking about the rest of the show right now. We are going to see Masha Slamovich next, though, going up against the Elegance brand, and her partner will be none other than Ying Lee. So that should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. Imagine Killer Kelly showing up in NXT. Always love Killer Kelly from NXT UK days to now. Yep. They still have a Knockouts tag. Yeah, I answered that earlier. The Elegance brand has the TNA Knockouts tag titles. Deanna saying maybe. Deanna, how are you feeling? That's what I want to know. I don't know if you heard me earlier. Hopefully you're feeling better and on the mend. All right, folks, we are on a break right now. So, thus being on a break, let me cue this up again since I have remembered it. So, folks, please drop a like on the video if you don't mind. We got quite a few folks in here. Thank you for everyone joining us from Facebook. YouTube, and Twitch. We greatly appreciate it. Drop a like on the video if you are on YouTube and leave a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on tonight's show if you're watching after the fact. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. We do our best to be here every Thursday for TNA. We weren't here last week, but we do our best to be here every Thursday to watch TNA Wrestling with all of you. Andrea saying, yes, finally John Skyler had enough of Mustafa Ali's hurtful words and physical abuse of Tasha Steelz and Jason. Hotch, good for John Skyler. Yes. Overall better, got some strength back. Good. That is good. God is good. Been praying for you. Brandon, what do you think Santino has? I don't know. I'm interested to see what he has up his sleeve for tonight. He's always cooking up something. Always. All right, folks. How you feel about R-Truth versus John Cena on SmackDown? I'm all for it. I'm loving what Truth is doing right now. Ron Killings. I'm loving what he's doing. There's just so many different ways they can go with this, and I love it. So yeah, I'm all aboard the Ron Killings Express right now. I hope he beats Cena. I don't know what will happen. I think we'll see shenanigans, but we'll see. The personal concierge, the Iceman himself, with it being the 23rd anniversary of TNA, would love for Santino to announce the King of the Mountain match for Slammiversary. I think that would be great. People not really feeling the personal concierge right now. They're kind of telling them to take a hike. Who do you think? We talked about that a little bit earlier, Andrea. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. We've thrown out a few names. Who would be your pick? He's saying, stand up and show some respect for the greatest tag team, TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions of all time. Ash by Elegance, Heather by Elegance. And they have M by Elegance with them. John Kessler saying Iceman is such a tool. The Elegance brand making their way to the ring right now. Andrea saying, yes, Masha Slamovich and Ying Lee are a dream tag team for me. Well, you get to see it this evening. You get to see them take on the Elegance brand, Heather and Ash by Elegance. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Man, he's looking fine, says James. And remember, the inspiration is back. So how do they factor into all of this? Why don't Ash, Heather, and M just call themselves Triple Elegance? It's a great point. Little rebranding. Ying Lee making her entrance right now. Andrea is not feeling the Elegance brand. Ying Lee making her way to the ring. I'm getting caught up in all the fire and the martial arts, the presentation. I love it. I love her entrance. Inspiration take the Knockouts titles at Slammiversary. Talking about the Champions Challenge later tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Here we go. The champ, the Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich, making her way to the ring. I see what you did there, yeah. The champ making her way to the ring. The beautiful people are a better tag team than this team. I think the goal is for them to be annoying heels, and they do a good job at that. You know, they rub you the wrong way. I think that's why they're not known as Triple Elegance and it's the Elegance brand, because they want it to be like a, I mean, basically what that is, just you know, their brand. They want their brand to be kind of high profile, better than you kind of deal. Um, so yeah, you did hit a grand slam with that one, Deanna. That was gold. Heather by Elegance starting off now after after Ash was not having getting in there with Lei Ying Lee. It's like they want a timeout, but there's no timeouts in wrestling. Come on. Can't get a timeout. Cut your crap and get in there. Take the L if you need to. Lei Ying Lee's just, you know, like one of you just get in here. Ash getting in there. Hannafin saying personal conscience is a dog, basically. It's hilarious. There you go, clown. You picked up what I was putting down. Wrestling wise, I think the beautiful people are better. Yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of tag teams that are better. Is she taking a phone call mid match? They don't care. Masha and Yangling Lee taking Ash to task here, giving her the beats. Two count there for Masha. Lei Ying Lee going over and double team maneuver there. Some stomps to the chest from Lei Ying Lee. Now a suplex, and Ash is out of the ring. Regrouping with the rest of the Elegance brand. Here comes Lei Ying Lee taking out the Elegance brand. Sign saying I vote for Team Masha. Masha Slamovich goes flying out, taking them out again. Do you see Masha in the WWE, let alone NXT in the next in 12 months? I don't know. I don't know. I would say I wouldn't say in the next 12 months, maybe the next couple years, if that's where she decides to go. Um, I maybe she'd start out in NXT, but I could see her going elsewhere whenever her contract runs up. And not that I think she's unhappy. I just think, you know, maybe another opportunity presents itself, no matter where it may be. But I think she also enjoys doing uh, bookings on the independent scene as well. So, I think that factors into where she goes. If she goes anywhere, she could be extremely happy with TNA and want to remain there, which they need more of that. So, that will be my hope, is that, wherever she wants to end up, whatever she wants to do, um, that's what she does. And I'm going to be a fan regardless of where she is. So she will have my support. We are on another break, folks. I think somebody asked me about, um, did I see Mercedes with all those titles last night? I didn't get a chance to watch live. I only saw a clip, but I'm going to watch probably this evening after TNA. I just haven't had a chance to watch. Um, James letting his feelings be known about um, going up against other talent from other companies if she does leave. Let's see. All right. So yeah, like I said, we're on a break right now. Um, Let me ask this: what's been your match of the week so far that you've seen? What's been a match this week that you've really been um, that you really enjoyed, or a moment even um, in wrestling this week? Let me know in the chat while we're on this break and while I take a bite of my food. Here we go. We're returning to the match. Ying Lee and Ash. What are they saying? Are they saying Iceman sucks? Ying Lee delivering some fists to Ash by Elegance over in the corner. I haven't had a chance to watch much of it, Dead Man, but from what I've seen, I think it's okay. James and Mariah May signing her contract was so cool, and seeing her meet Triple H at the Performance Center, real dream come true stuff for her. John Kessler saying, I totally thought the Mark Briscoe versus Okada match was a great match on AEW. That's why I'm interested to go back and watch. I've seen clips of some matches, and I'm like, that looked like a good match. Oh boy, Iceman getting into it with the crowd. Some jawing back and forth between the crowd and Iceman. Heather is in there now with Ying Lee, throwing her off the ropes, but Ying Lee with a boot to the face for her troubles. Cover here, 1, 2. Heather barely getting out of that. Dragging her down by her hair is Heather. Conrad ain't happy for Mariah. Ash coming back in the ring now with the tag. delivering shots to Ying over in their corner. Backstabber. And that stomp there from Heather by Elegance. Cover here. 1, 2. Kick out there by Ying. John saying one thing you can count on from Iceman, he's always going to hear it from the fans. Yes. He is a magnet for that, we'll say. Ash knocking Masha off the ring apron with a cheap shot. NXT Championship match against that big guy in NXT that he went through the car or got slanted to the car. Okay. I didn't get a chance to see NXT this week either. It's not that I've been slacking off. I've been bombarded, I'll say, at work. So there's a lot going on right now. The title, even though he went through the car. Iceman's true definition of a bellend. Chops here from Ying. No, I didn't see it, James. Oh, kick there. Ying just really taking Ash apart here. Just all kinds of strikes here. Cover here from Ying. 1, 2. 2 count from Ying. Iceman out there celebrating the fact that it was only a 2 count. Being a jerk. Ash, double knees. Meteora, 1, 2. Two count for Ash there. That was kind of close. Heather back in now. Double team. They throw Ying over into the corner. Got some elbows here from Heather. Ying blocking a suplex attempt. Oh my gosh. A neck breaker, and that looked kind of vicious. 2 count for Ying. Ying is trying to get back over to Masha. It's been a while since she's been in the match. But to their credit, Ash and Heather by Elegance have kept her out of that corner. But now, Ying gets Masha Slamovich into the match, getting over there for that tag. Big kicks from Masha. Now a knee. Another boot. Wow. Slamovich with the 2 count. Double knees there to Masha. We got a cover here. 1, 2. Ying breaks up the count. Bonus, baby. I gotta say, after 2 weeks in a row of 4-hour AEW shows, that 2.5-hour show last night was much nicer. Yeah, definitely thinking of and praying for Will Ospreay's family. Ying going into the steel post. Ash going up to that top rope, but Masha with a kick. Now Masha putting Ash on her shoulders. Killer Kelly is now out there, and Ash takes advantage of the distraction. 1, 2, 3. The Elegance brand takes the win. Thanks to a distraction from Killer Kelly. Wow. The Elegance brand celebrating in the ring. Killer Kelly standing at the top of the ramp. Speaking of the inspiration, Gia asking what's going through your minds right now. She said they made those titles iconic. The inspiration is about to inspire you. Getting an injury report now. KC Navarro reportedly wow, he dislocated his knee. He's out for now. Wow. Mike Santana has been cleared after that shot to the dome by that champagne bottle. Tasha Steelz is cleared. She had an upper body injury. Yeah. So we're going to hear from Santino next. Going to go ahead and put Santino up on the screen. Yeah, it is bonus, baby. Getting a break right now. Gonna say this again. Please drop us a like on the video this evening on the stream. We would greatly appreciate it. I like it, James. I really do like it. I think it's a cool touch to it. I really enjoy it. What does everyone else in the chat think? And folks, if you are new to the channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. Please hit that subscribe button. And folks, whether you're watching right now live with us or whether you watch after the fact, leave us some comments. Let us know what your favorite matches were, favorite moments of the night were. Let us know. The inspiration are so iconic. Hope TNA has some new signings coming up, maybe for the tapings tomorrow or at Slammiversary. So, great reporting like NXT used to. I like it. Adds some realness to it. Sean Rousset saying, I like the injury report. Lets us know why a wrestler may be missing if they haven't wrestled in a while. Jason saying, I like the injury report. WWE should do an injury report on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys for your comments there. Greatly appreciate it. So we've still so to what's left on the show, and it's already 9. We've got Santino coming up next. We still have Eddie Edwards and JDC going up against Matt Cardona and a mystery tag team partner, and then we still have the Champions Challenge, which is going to be Trick Williams, Steve Macklin, Moose, and the Nemeths going up against Joe Hendry, Elijah, Leon Slater, and the Rascals. So those matches, those things are still coming up. Right now, we're heading back to the ring, and Santino making his way to the ring. Director of Authority, Santino Marella, getting in the ring. Let's see what he has to say. Saying we're well on our way to Slammiversary. I missed that. Who's facing AJ Francis or AJ Franchini? Tommy Dreamer. Okay. Tommy the Dreamer, as Santino called him. AJ Francis versus Santana. Tommy Dreamer giving Santino a hug. Santino saying Mance Warner disrespected him and everyone. Says, I know you got that dog in you. He said, I'm pretty sure it's a husky because you're kind of husky. He says, anytime you want it, you got it. Tommy Dreamer versus Mance Warner. He says, I have the power to make it happen. What do you say, Tommy? And here comes Mance Warner. I think it's possible, James. Steph saying that was cool in like 1996. She said she wasn't even born then. Well, now I feel old. She tells him, old man, you're washed. Dreamer saying he's going to ask them to back up. It's not his time anymore. He says there's always a bigger picture and it's always about something else. Something else. I see what they did there. Jake something is back, making his way down to the ring in a hurry. And looks like him and Mance Warner are going to do a little intense fellowship, as we say. That's right, Dan. We are older than Google. That's right. Jake something getting the best of that exchange. All right. Indy Hartwell backstage now with Tessa Blanchard saying, "Do you want to start something with me?" Tessa reminding Indy that she's helped her out in the past. She said, "I used to believe in the Tessa that wanted to help everyone. Now you're just proving everyone right." Tessa not happy with that. That Champions Challenge. And folks, up next, we'll figure out who Matt Cardona's tag partner is. That's coming up next. Folks, I'm going to try my, if I'm silent, folks, I'm sorry. I am trying to eat a little dinner in between here. I don't know if Joe's coming. We'll see. He just sent me a text saying he's got no power, so we'll see if he joins. But I'm trying to eat and do this too, so I'm sorry. James saying, "Here we go." I think it could be a good match, saying Deanna. Uh, James saying, "Watch it be Diener." Oops, I mean hometown guy or whatever his name was. Final saying, "Get your grub on, no worries." No, man, I don't want to just have complete silence and everything. I mean, I'll finish up after the stream, but nah, it's all good. We'll be all right. I'll sneak bites in between. Yeah, man. Yeah, they did a little bit of a dance. Do you think it's going to be the hometown man? It very well could be. It very well could be. Hassan saying I vote for Eddie Edwards. So the team of Eddie Edwards and JDC representing the system. The reunion of deathmatch royalty. Sorry, folks, just answering the text there. So they're talking about Triple A's Triple Mania. The Nimitz there. That huge pop there for Joe Hendry. And he had a Spanish rendition of his entrance song. Wow. Here we go. We're about to get the system. Eddie Edwards and JDC going up against Matt Cardona and a mystery partner. Brian Myers is out here with the team so far. Eddie Edwards, Alicia Edwards, Brian Myers, and JDC in the ring now. Always ready. The theme starts playing here from Matt Cardona. And we'll see who his partner is real soon. Matt Cardona. James saying, imagine if it's Heath Slater. That would be awesome. I appreciate that, Derek. And thank you, Deanna. All right. Cardona has the microphone. Says, I know I need a partner. Thank you, James. He says he's always ready. So he found a partner. He's from right there in Tempe, Arizona. So The hometown man. Wearing a Barkley jersey. Hometown man. James said I was right. Hometown man joining Matt Cardona. I'm actually a fan of this. Johnson, they were really rubbing it in Eddie's face. People chanting hometown man. Hometown man getting the crowd riled up here. I'm still here, folks. I'm just going to eat. Missile drop kick by Matt Cardona. Brandon says he's going to create hometown man and on WWE 2K25. That's awesome. Still waiting for the system to make an appearance. For Eddie, says Deanna. Matthew Smith saying hometown man. Yo, he's wearing a Charles Barkley Phoenix Suns jersey. Yes, he is. JDC cover there on Cardona. Folks are just waiting to pop for the hometown man. James said didn't know someone could be from 50 states. Nice reversal into a neck breaker there for Matt Cardona. Brandon says he's got Cardona and the hometown man winning. Wonder if Diener shows up, says Brandon. Again, Alicia interferes in the match. Boomer says it should have been Heath. All right, here we go. Eddie Edwards trying to rip off the mask of the hometown man. The hometown man rolls up Eddie Edwards and picks up the pin and gets the win. And Brian Myers and the rest of the system are now jumping him. Cardona and Myers now face to face. Quite interesting. Let's see what happens. Hometown man and Cardona catching the beach right now. System standing tall. We're getting that Champions Challenge up next, folks. Who do you think will win? Let's go ahead and put up the graphic for it. Who do you think is going to win this match? Give me your picks. We're on another break right now, so probably the last time for the evening. I'll put this up there. If you don't mind, drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are glad that you're here. Please hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Sorry, folks, just stuff in my face. I'll be back on screen momentarily. So, up to this point, folks, what's been your favorite match of the night or favorite segment of the night? Let me know in the chat. James saying Team Hendry all day, every day. System reigns supreme, says Matthew. Sean Rousseau saying, I think Joe Hendry, Elia Leon, and the Rascals win. I'm tired and going to sign off. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll give my score 8.75 out of 10. See you next week. See you, John. Get some rest, man. Team Joe Hendry, says Deanna. Brandon is picking the challenger. Dead man saying you never see Alicia wrestle anymore. I do know that she had an injury a while back, so that's another thing. Maybe she's trying to get all the way back. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a while, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The Order 4 segment, says Jason. Talking about NXT from this past Tuesday. Wow. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch NXT, so I'm going to have to go back. James saying Order 4, favorite segment so far. favorite match might not have happened yet. Which TNA bring back Wrestle House at some point. It was so cool. I really enjoyed it. Josh Briggs going up against Trick Williams for the TNA title on Tuesday on NXT. Favorite match from Sean, Sami versus Eric. This is interesting. There's 37 minutes left, and we have the main event. Yeah, a lot of time you would think for that match, unless we get a couple more things before. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. Next week, we're getting the first ever call to arms match. Wrong answers only. What's the call to arms match? The Rascals making their entrance right now. The Champions Challenge is about to kick off. Derek. I don't know that they're going to have that included in the call to arms match. They may. Who knows? Dan Man saying his favorite moment was with Tommy Dreamer. Clown saying first the pistol whip so you never know. Frankie Kazarian joining the commentary team. Leon Slater now making his way to the ring. Leon Slater, he's really become a fan favorite. They're saying if Leon wins, he's going to be the youngest X Division champ ever. Now we're getting Elijah. Here we go. Elijah making his way to the ring. Tipping his hat to the crowd. Frankie is a trip right now on commentary. Saying he stole his scarf idea. We know who that means. We know what this means for who's coming out now. And the crowd goes crazy for Joe Hendry's music. Crowd dancing around. That dude was having a lot of fun. Joe looking pretty serious. Injury versus Cena is a sign in the crowd, and they looked like he was taking a bit of a long look at that one, which is interesting. The crowd and the rest of his team waving their hands from side to side. Evening gowns match. The whole team did the Joe Hendry turn. That was awesome. Here we go. Steve Macklin representing the Champions team, making his entrance first. The international champ, Steve Macklin. Joe and his backup dancer, says Deanna. Hassan going for the All-Stars here, the challengers. Jason saying, I believe Joe Hendry will wrestle Cena before he retires in WWE. Would you have Joe Hendry win? I would definitely have Cena put him over. I definitely would. And I think Cena would want to do the same. Like, forget about the character stuff right now. And think about what it means. And I think Cena recognizes the talent. Hey, Heather. Thank you for joining. Saying, hey, I thought I would show up for the last match. Still have a lot going on with Karen, even though I have some help at home now. Health is still a struggle. Well, continuing to say prayers for her and you all, Heather. But yeah, good to see you. Glad you jumped on here. Jen Carter, what's up? How you doing, KJ? Moose making his way to the ring now. The X Division champion Moose making his way down to the ring. Got some boosting going on in the chat from Brandon. And here comes the TNA World Champ, Trick Williams. I wouldn't, Heather. I would just say they're just trying to do this Champions Challenge, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of Macklin being on the team with the rest of these guys. But so yeah, I wouldn't really call him a heel. Here we go, Trick Williams and the rest of the team outside of the ring. They're about to get up on the ring apron and get ready for this match. Heading to another break, folks. Jason saying, "Here's a question. Here's another question, Jeff. Does Moose win a championship in WWE at some point?" I could see him maybe winning the NXT title. That wouldn't. I don't think that would be too far fetched. James pointing out the fact that Joe Hendry had a longer title run than Jey Uso. Yeah, I would have liked it if Jay had a little bit longer of a run, but I mean, I know at some point he had to lose it, but I don't know if I would have done it that way. Just my opinion. Speaking of 76 days, I think they just said if Moose has the X Division title for 76 more days, he will surpass Austin Aries as the longest reigning X Division champion. All right, so I'm going to ask another question, folks. Any plans for the weekend? And I realize that I'm just leaving myself completely susceptible to Derek making a comment. Go ahead. Didn't watch Triple Mania yet. I haven't, but I need to watch the tag match for AAA titles, if nothing else. I haven't had a chance to, Heather, but I hope to soon. I can see him doing that, says James. Here's a question for the chat. If you could swap one male wrestler and one female wrestler from WWE and TNA, who would it be? That's a really good question, Jason. James saying he's sleeping this weekend. Can't say that I blame you, man. I'm going to be cooking the brisket and hanging out with the kiddos, celebrating my son's birthday. So I'm really looking forward to that. I need that right now. Brandon saying I'm competing in Illinois State special summer games tomorrow through Sunday afternoon. Awesome. Awesome. You have to let us know how you did. Deanna said Derek is going to watch Triple Mania, but Triple X Mania instead. Yeah, James sent. I didn't get a chance to respond, but James sent me the fact that it's been really, really warm over there, really hot. Um, Dealing with the heat wave. Mance Warner for Ron Killings, Stephanie Delander for Chelsea Green. That's the two Clownwood swap. Heather saying, well, if our new caregiver lady comes by on Saturday, we might get breakfast somewhere and hang out unless it gets too hot. We'll get back to you on that, Brandon. I don't know yet. Yeah, we'll get back to you. I don't know. So check us out on the socials through the rest of the weekend, and we'll keep you posted. I'm sorry I don't have an answer tonight. But Elijah double knees onto Nick Nemeth. Zachary Wentz. Nemeth tags in Steve Macklin. Yeah, man, I could see Moose win the NXT title and then keeping it on TNA, but Trick really, okay. James still warm out at nearly 3 a.m. for James. Talked about that earlier, Heather. I believe so. It just kind of writes itself, like you said. Rascals coming to a stalemate there with Macklin. Sean saying Oscar to TNA from Masha. Roman to TNA for Moose. Ryan Nemeth. Trey Miguel. Some punches to Ryan Nemeth. Now a drop kick from Trey Miguel. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. I don't have hair, so I don't really get my hair done. But my daughter has a lot of it, so I can appreciate how great that'll feel. How great that'll be. That's like a spa day. Heather said I'm behind on everything. I've been so tired lately. I skipped a lot of streams and fallen asleep. Hey, it's all good. I understand. James saying this might be controversial, but Tessa for Bailey. Staying home this for the weekend, says Dad, man. Trick Williams in there with Zachary Wentz. Little double team here from the Rascals. Really giving Trick the business here. Tessa with Fallon and Joe Hendry with Gunther. Oh! Rascals with the double moonsault. Zachary Wentz, I feel like he landed a little short. Nick Nemeth. Spear there for Moose. One. Referee is on the outside checking on Zachary Wentz. Trey Hurtis McNugget, says James. Yeah, it looked like Zachary Wentz got a little short on his landing there, and Trick wasn't really underneath him. So yeah, hopefully he's okay. Deadman saying switch moves in the NXT champion and switch them for the female NXT champion, women's champion, then TNA. Okay, so just switch up the champs. Another break, folks. We may get one more before the evening is done. I'm back on camera after stuffing my face, so Thank you all for being patient with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking with me this evening, doing this solo dolo. I hope I've done okay. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna put this up another time. I was able to get this up here a lot this evening. So if you don't mind, folks, drop a like on the stream. Helps us out, helps us get seen a little bit more. Especially streams like this helps us find new TNA fans. So um, yeah, drop a like on the stream, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining us. Hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. We greatly appreciate it. All right. Jada Parker to NXT would be a good move. Maybe at some point we get the Glamour versus the Elegant. Okay. The Elegance brand, yeah. Tom Hannafin is sticking up for TNA, but him complaining about anything Trick is doing is getting out. I agree. I think, like the first week or so, like, all right, I get it. Get pissed off, be mad about it. But it's like, okay, at what point do you just accept that this is reality and somebody has to beat him at some point. Somebody will beat him at some point. They'll figure it out. But to do it every week, it's kind of gotten a little bit old. I would not disagree with that. Are you saying which has the better women's division? The main roster or NXT? I throw that out to the chat. What are your opinions on that, folks? Who has the better women's division? The main roster of WWE or NXT? Trick Williams in there with Trey Miguel. I'm not seeing Zachary Wentz, so James. Brandon, it's all good, man. I don't take off for spelling or leaving words out. I do it every day. It's all good, man. I got the gist of your comment, so we're good. Zachary Wentz is still out there. Getting back up on the ring apron now. Everybody's checking over on him over in the corner. Macklin not real happy with his team right now, which I completely understand, and that plays into what Heather brought up earlier about him not really being a heel, fitting in with his team. Moose just handling Trey Miguel, but Macklin tags back in, but then Nick Nemeth tagged Macklin, so Macklin's going back out. He's not happy about it. Jason saying, I think Trick Williams holds the TNA title until Bound for Glory and gets his well-deserved call-up to SmackDown. Yeah, I think they that he gets a call up for sure. He's money. Ed was saying, I'm annoyed, Jake. Something got almost no reaction from the crowd for his return. Tag into Trick Williams here. They're still just keeping Trey Miguel isolated from his corner. Trick Williams talking trash now to Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry wants that smoke right now. Crowd saying, "We want Joe." Drop kick there from Trick. Cover there from Trick. 2 count. Trey just manages to kick out. Trick just hit Wentz and knocked him on the outside of the ring. Joe Hendry got in there and started giving him the beats, but the referee has restored order for now. I think she would be great, dead man, and I think they'd use her. That's what I think. James saying, if you can handpick one free agent from WWE and AEW and TNA, who would you put where? Mine would be Shayna for WWE, AEW, Priscilla Kelly for TNA. It's another good question that I would love to hear the thoughts from the chat. Trick, back it over into enemy territory. Joe Hendry was about to sock him one, but he decided against it. Trey Miguel, moonsault off that second rope, takes down Trick Williams. Trick's trying to get over to his corner, and Trey desperately needs to get to his corner. Moose in there. Leon Slater. This is a preview of the X Division title match in a few weeks. Here we go. Splash from Leon Slater. He is fired up. Frankie even putting Leon over, saying he might be the most dynamic performer in the industry. That was insane. That move, Moose grabbed Leon by the throat, threw him up in the air, then a Rana from Leon Slater, which was absolutely crazy. Oh, Moose taking advantage and stopping that momentum. Macklin, he was going to Macklin for the tag, but Macklin refused the tag. Trick Williams takes out Leon Slater. Tags in Macklin. Ryan Nemeth, though, what a jerk. Before Macklin can get in there and get his hands on Leon Slater, Ryan Nemeth tagged back in, and now Nick Nemeth is in there. Yeah, the Champions team is just really working Leon Slater over. Yes, Ryan Nemeth is a son of a gun. Son of a gun. Ryan Nemeth back in there right now. Leon Slater in a bad way. They got to get Joe Hendry in the match. The crowd wants Joe Hendry. Again, Frankie Kazarian continuing to put over Leon Slater on commentary. Moose back in there now. Leon Slater's not looking too good. Moose tries to pick Leon Slater up. Leon Slater's fighting it, trying to reverse it. Man, what a shot there by Moose. Gets him back up. No, there's Leon Slater with the counter. I appreciate that, James. I appreciate it. Tag into Joe Hendry. Apparently the referee didn't see it. Wow. Leon Slater still just getting beaten down in the champion's corner. Moose tagging back in. Now they're just grounding Leon so he can't display any of his high-flying abilities. Crowd getting behind the challengers team right now. Leon Slater's trying to fight out of it. Uranagi there by Moose. Oh, roll up here from Leon Slater. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. Moose was going for another Uranagi, but another cover attempt by Leon. I just looked at the looked at the score bonus, baby. Here we go. Crowd trying to get Leon Slater to get over to Joe Hendry and make that tag. Some shoving here between Ryan Nemeth and Steve Macklin, and I, for one, am very happy, but Steve Macklin, for his troubles, takes a super kick to the chin from Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth gets in the ring, but so does Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry gets that tag. Where's Trick Williams when you need some comeuppance? Joe Hendry just dismantling Nick Nemeth. Now Ryan Nemeth catching the beats. Couldn't happen to a better guy, I'd say. Joe Hendry taking care of Ryan Nemeth. Frankie saying, sit down, you morons, to the fans. Here's Trick. And Joe Hendry's pissed, and he's about to beat up Trick Williams. European uppercuts here. Trick with some shots back off the ropes for Trick. Joe Hendry catches Trick. Wow. Great power there by Joe Hendry. Here we go. Joe Hendry pumping up the crowd. He was going for the standing ovation, but Ryan Nemeth comes in and helps out his brother. Nemeth's whipping Joe Hendry off the ropes, but Joe Hendry comes back with a double clothesline. Elijah now in the ring against Ryan Nemeth. Wow, what a kick there by Elijah. Big forearm shot in the corner there from Elijah. Crowd saying, walk with Elijah. Here we go. Elijah just giving a whole bunch of chops to Ryan Nemeth. Nemeth fights back, though. What a knee from Elijah. 1, 2. A knee to the jaw of Ryan Nemeth as he was jumping off the turnbuckle. Leon Slater in there against Trick Williams. Trick kick, sorry. Oh, we're breaking down now. Moose in there with the boot to Joe Hendry. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz in there. Super kick from Wentz. Crucifix bomb from the Rascals. Things are really breaking down right now, but the Nemeth's back in there and taking out the Rascals. Kick there from Nick Nemeth to Elijah. International title is in Ryan Nemeth's hands, but Steve Macklin is like, no way, you're not doing that. Hits Nick Nemeth with the international title. Here's Joe Hendry. Ryan Nemeth in the ring. Standing ovation. Here we go. Joe Hendry handing Ryan Nemeth over now to Elijah. One, two, three. The challengers defeat the champions in what was a wild but fun match, I would say. That was a lot of fun. Just updating the ticker right now. But that was a really fun match. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun. All right, folks. Well, let me know in the chat. Give me your score. Let me know what your favorite match of the night was, and we'll head out of here for the evening. Champions going up the ramp here. Not happy, but Elijah could be another brother. Dead Man saying the Undertaker was still in good condition and still could dress. How well do you think he would do it to? I would say like one-offs. I think stuff like that would be cool to have some of those stars like the Undertaker just show up. That would be kind of cool. Something that hasn't been done. So Matthew Smith 9, Greg 9, Deanna 9, Trick Elijah Kaz and whoever else King of the Mountain at Slammiversary make it happen. TNA. I agree. I would love to see that match. Yeah, I wish. I'm kind of surprised that Santana is not in it, to be honest. But Heather saying solid show, not spectacular. Best segments were main event, the Killer Kelly promo. 9 out of 10. Still Eric versus Sami match. 8.75 for Heather. I'm gonna go with a 9. I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a solid show. I really enjoyed that main event match. 10 out of 10 for Andrea. I enjoyed the main event. I enjoyed the Killer Kelly promo. I really enjoyed the Order 4 segment. It was getting under my skin for a little bit, but then John Schuyler was like, nah, we're not going to let you talk to us like that. So I like that. Yeah, I thought it was a good night overall. I really did. Yeah, I thought it was a really good night. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for us this evening. I greatly appreciate everyone hanging out with me this evening and chatting back and forth with me in the chat. Dead Man saying 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for John G. Yeah, I really appreciate all of you. And hopefully I did okay this evening, riding solo. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. Sherry saying a 10 out of 10. Before I get out of here, folks, make sure you drop a like on the video. Yeah, hey, good seeing you, Heather. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Come and see us. Like I said, we're going to keep you in our thoughts and prayers for sure, you and Karen and your whole family. So, but yeah, drop a like on the video for us. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, folks, I think we are done for the evening. Yeah, we will keep you posted on Sunday. Just check out our social media channels and platforms and profiles for all of those things. We're on Facebook, We're on Instagram. We're on X. We'll post something here on YouTube too. So we'll let you know as soon as we make a decision on that. But thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate it. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy SmackDown tomorrow night if you're watching it. And yeah, take care. And we'll see you next time, folks. Again, thank you so much. Take care.